Shalom, friends. I think I might have to throw it all the way back to Shakespeare in order to locate sufficient euphemisms to get through this episode, but let's try. Welcome to Daf Reactions, Kiddushin 10. In our previous episode, we established that one of the three ways for a couple to become betrothed in the Talmud is for said couple to Netflix and chill. But which part of amorous congress is the part where the betrothal actually happens? After all, there are many stages to knocking sandals. It's not as simple as just handing over a document, which is indeed one of the other methods of becoming betrothed. Handing over a document is not a euphemism here. Maybe it is somewhere else. So the question is a woman acquired at the beginning of smashing or at the end of hitting a home run? We get a very, very implausible hypothetical situation to consider about this. Okay. So what if a couple is in the midst of making the beast with two backs, and all of a sudden one of the rival suitors walks past the two of them and hands the woman a document of betrothal or a item of betrothal value, and she reaches up and takes it? I don't know about you, but I do have a few questions about this. Were they making macaroni in a pot in public that this could happen? Or were they inside and the other man just saw them through a window and he's like, I'm terribly sorry to interrupt the clapping of these cheeks, but I just wanted to deliver this document. I was in the area. That's my main question. But the question of the sages is slightly different. On a technical level, does the betrothal happen at the beginning of doing the horizontal tango? If so, she is already engaged and she cannot accept that betrothal of that other man. But if engagement does in fact happen at the end of aggressive cuddling, then she has in fact accepted the document of the other suitor and is engaged to him, even though it happened while the first man was busy rearranging her internal organs. Now, none of this seems like at all something that was really likely to happen. Like many things in the Talmud, it was a thought experiment because they did not have television at the time. But the answer does appear to be that the moment of acquisition happens at the end of the roll in the hay. Although we have indeed learned in the Talmud on previous occasions that the husband in a marriage is required by Jewish law to satisfy his wife, I have a feeling that when the sages are discussing this scenario and the end of a couple getting to know each other in the biblical sense, we can make an educated guess as to whomst actually experiences la petite mort. It seems like it's the man. Well, I think we have gotten through this video with a total of 13 euphemisms, which is indeed a record for this series. So mazel tov to all of us, except perhaps my search history, which does now look significantly different than it did earlier this morning before I Googled all these euphemisms.